Welcome back, race fans, to another Sunday night CFM Speedway Monkey, sponsored by Buttkicker. Season 1, Round 9. And don't adjust your set, folks. This has got a repeat of last week. We are back at Daytona again. This time we're in the Gen 4 cars. You see these guys out on the track, about 12 minutes of practice left. Welcome everybody again. Glad to have everybody out there. I think YouTube is having some problems again because of buffering, so if we start having that problem, I don't know what we're going to do. Connection and everything is good, so just bear with me. We're going to try to make it through this, folks. No, great race tonight. Tonight's race is actually sponsored by David O. Chevy Land 200. So big shout out to David O. and ChevyLand.com for sponsoring tonight's race. We'll try to get, it looks like, try to see if he is in here. Bubba Winningham is in here. I don't see David O in here tonight, but definitely got Bubba Winningham out here tonight, so we'll try to get a visit with him as quickly as possible. We're going to go ahead and step aside real quick. We're going to play the national anthem with about 11 minutes of practice left, and we will be right back.
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV.
All right, big shout out to Rico Madison Rising for their rendition of the Star Spangled Banner made for us here at MaxspeedTV. TV. Well, guys, got a special guest with me up in the booth again tonight. Mr. Matt Wagner is joining me. Matt, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right. I'm a little bit late to the party. I'll be in here very shortly. Other than that, it's been pretty good, man. I've been doing a lot of practice for the Daytona 24. I've been doing that, and now we're ready to race. Ready to follow the action.
Well, definitely glad to have you up here while Matt is getting all of his stuff ready. I'm going to go ahead and go over a few things here. We got our point standings up to date. Going to go ahead and bring those up right now. Rick Seabrand sitting in that top spot with a 334. Not much change really in the top five since last week. Couple big movers. We'll get to that. Mark Mann currently in second at 309.25 behind Rick. Dusty Burkhart sitting in third right now at 290. 44 behind Mark. 44 behind the leader. 19 behind Mark. Adam Kilday right now sitting in fourth place spot at 276. He is 58 behind the leader and 14 behind Dusty. Todd Mays coming in fifth right now at 266. 68 behind the leader, 10 behind Adam. Anthony English moved up to sixth place spot, 259. He is 75 behind the leader, 7 behind Todd. Sean Stevens coming in seventh right now at 257, 77 behind the leader, 2 behind Anthony. Dana Osborne up 5 spots after that win last week in an 8th place spot at 248, 86 behind the leader, 9 behind Sean. Paul Servant in 9th right now, up 4 spots from last week, 241. 93 behind the leader and 7 behind Dana. Les Leavely still in that 10th place spot, 240, 94 behind the leader, 1 behind Paul. Very close battle there to stay in the top 10. Russell Hancock currently in 11th spot, 236 points, 98 behind the leader and 4 behind Les. Bubba Winningham, I believe, dropped a spot to 12th at 236. 98 behind the leader and actually tied for 11th with Russell. So no movement there. Hopefully he could have a good night tonight to see if he can't up that, get into the top 10 tonight. Ash Regner coming in 13th at 233, 101 behind the leader and 3 behind Bubba and Russell. Doug Johnson up a spot, I believe, at into 14th. Him and Andrew Schroeder is actually tied at 214, 120 behind the leader, 19 behind Ash Regner. Lynn McNeese right now in 16th at 212, 122 behind the leader and 2 behind Andrew and Doug. Sean Wilder coming in 17th at 210, 124 behind the leader, 2 behind Lynn. Alex Giffen in 18th right now at 208, 126 behind the leader, 2 behind Sean. John Guerrera at 19th right now, 200 points. 134 behind the leader, 8 behind Alex, and Andy Brigante rounded out our top 20 at 190, 144 behind the leader and 10 behind John. So pretty tight race right now, especially, I say that, I mean, one race could really change the difference, Matt, as far as points go. A good, clean race, top 10 finish, leading some laps, getting some bonus points. So, not a bad season so far. Still got quite a few races to go. We're going to go ahead and clear that and bring up our pre-race analytics right now. Wind 12 mile an hour out of the southeast. Air temp at 80, humidity at 1 degree. Track temp sitting at 96. Not that big of a deal, I think, for track temps. We got 80 laps, 200 miles. Unlimited tires, 50% fuel, pit road speed, I believe is 45, pace speed 55, and we are, like I said, we are back at Daytona again. Just in a different class of car, so. you people out there in chat, Dylan, MaxspeedTV, yeah, and I kind of made a boo-boo. I didn't sleep last night, and I just couldn't sleep, and when I started getting tired, I thought, man, I need to get my broadcast up, and I had a mess up on the time, so was able to get that fixed, but appreciate everybody out there tuning in. Brendan Kennedy out there in chat. Well, Brendan, we are in the Gen 4 cars. Don't see a lot of pushing with these cars just because of the dynamics. The shape of the cars can cause issues with them being slanted down on the front ends. It's going to be hard to really push in these cars without wrecking somebody, because you'll slide up underneath them, get the rear ends loose and lifted, and cause a lot of issues. Matt, have you had a lot of experience in the Gen 4 cars? And he is not even in the channel with me. Well, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and bring Bubba up to the broadcast booth. Bubba, Steve up a bit, got a copy, buddy. Oh, doing good. It looks like track temps, everything's looking good. Hey, ChevyLand.com 200. Sponsored by David. Oh, I didn't see David out there in Discord land, but I thought.
He's got some personal business to handle. He's going to be back next week.
Well, okay. Well, big shout out to him and also to ChevyLand.com for sponsoring tonight's race. Of course, if anybody's in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle, ChevyLand.com. You go there, check out their inventory. Bubba, is the manager down there. Great guy. Great staff down there. I've actually got to talk to a few of them on the line there, Bubba. And when I was kind of looking through ChevyLand.com for a used vehicle, so really appreciate ChevyLand and what you guys do for not only CFM, but I know you guys do a lot for OP as well. So big shout out to you guys.
It's great to be here tonight, and appreciate the shout out. Look forward to a great race tonight. It's going to be a good field, and we'll have a great time.
All right, Bubba. Well, I'm going to let you go. Qualifying's fixing to start, and I believe you was down there with Lynn and them in race room 1, right?
I believe so.
All right, buddy. We'll get you down there. Good luck tonight, bud.
Thank you now.
All right, folks. We're going to get ready for qualifying here. We're going to go ahead and step away for just a second and pay a few bills here. And for Buttkicker, they are the sponsor of the season. So big shout out to Buttkicker, all the admins here. But we'll be right back, folks. Well, maybe not. Oh, there it is. Okay, hang on. We'll be right back. It would help if the microphones were unmuted. Oops, sorry about that. User error, big time user error. Well, you know, it probably would have been easier if somebody was here with me.
I do apologize. I did have a little internet. We got 5. Everybody. Unplug and move it.
Oh no. Well, yeah, I apologize, folks. User error causing a lot of issues with me right now. And I'm surprised nobody said anything out there in the chat. We got 8 viewers right now, but
They've been sleeping.
somebody, I guess they thought I was sleeping.
Well, anyway, now we have a new leader. It looks like Jimmy Reynolds. Like I said, I do love it.
Well, my only concern with the Gen 4 cars was the bump draft, but Paul said that in practice, the bump draft is actually pretty good.
Pretty much the Xfinity and the Gen 4 car reverse. Not really that great for bump drafting. This car is bad. Now this car, I think, is the best on the surface. I love this car. Oh my God, that was close.
What do we have? Did I miss something?
Yeah. Right in front of looks like safety on the bottom. Much respect to those guys. In the back. That is the 55.
Yeah, he started on pit road. Looks like Mike Edgerton is still in front of him. They're gaining on him. So. But he does do the same thing, and he's coming down pit road. Now, one thing I forgot to ask Paul and them what the fuel status. Yeah, I know they're at 50% fuel, so I'm guessing about 20 to 23 laps, maybe.
Was probably target numbers crap. On to about
If they could save.
that would be my estimation. As far as do burn a little bit more fuel than
Well, currently Michael Pratt. Oh, who was that? Was that Michael? Michael dropping down to the 8.
that's interesting.
Oh, hang on to it.
Come back on the track.
Yeah, he kind of got a little sideways there, but that's going to put Adam Kilday. Well, you know, it's always something with me, Matt. Got all my graphics and everything fixed, and I forget to unmute the mics.
Hopefully YouTube chat will kind of bust you later.
Yeah, they probably would. Yeah. I thought he might join us tonight, Matt, but laps. So yeah, they should be getting close. That pit window, the fuel window is definitely open as we see Andy Brigante. Yeah, I've seen that. That's actually Andy Brigante is supposed to be in the 13, but Andy has led 2 laps, and like I said, looks like everybody's trying to get down on that lower line. Yep, there we go. We got some coming into the pit. That would be Anthony English.
Yep.
Mark Mandown, Sean Wilder, Doug Johnson, Mike Edgerton coming back out, Rick Seabrand. We see Michael Pratt trying to get back towards the pack. Ooh, easy fellas. Racing off a pit road there.
Some of these guys with the option of 2 tires, 2 right side tires, and no tires. Guys with the right side are probably going to prevail coming off the road here.
Well, my opinion is if I'm going to take tires, I'm taking I try to do that once in a race and it fit me. So, yeah, so every time I pit and take tires, I take 4.
Bundle of cars coming this time.
Well, they've been out 22 laps, so yeah, here comes Andy Brigante. Locking them down.
Oh.
Ooh, Lynn got it shut down. Andy Brigante, Bubba Winningham, Ash Regner, Alex Giffen, Paul Servant, Dana Osborne, Dusty Parker. Pretty much all of our top 10.
Oh, Ash Regner and Robert. I can't. I just got to play saying.
Thorns.
I do apologize if I kind of misinterpreted your last name, but those drivers have got the 42nd hole.
Oh, speeding.
Yep. Yep. And that will pretty much close to end your night if you don't get a caution. Right now we've been
Yeah, and that's what I was kind of hoping for, is get a green to checker run. Jimmy Reynolds is currently in 3rd. Todd Mays and Andrew Schroeder was our top 2, are just now coming out of their pit box. But Jimmy and them are coming around the tri-oval now, coming back up to them, so they will take over. Jimmy will take over the lead here shortly. See them right now passing Andrew Schroeder and Todd May, so that definitely does put Jimmy up into that lead.
that is stay directly together. And these guys are in the same chat channel. They know they keep it. And that creates gaps, as you see right now from Mark Man all the way to Bubba there. It's about 4.5.
Yeah, just a little over 4 seconds. But if you look at the amount of cars that with that group of Bubba, Paul Spot, Les Levy, Dana Osborne, Alex Giffen, Russ Hancock, Dusty Burkhart, of course Todd Mays.
I will say this. It's all who's up at the front, who's second line, who's third in line. It's all depending, because right now, that guy, half on that lead.
Yeah, he's down. He's the car in front. They're about 4 seconds exactly behind Mark Mann. Of course, 56 of Mike Edgerton is 3 laps down, but he's just trying to stay in the draft to keep up with these guys at this point.
Kind of hot there, running right behind Jimmy. Maybe a few tenths here. Need to be a little bit slower.
Yeah, unfortunately, Robert Torrance has taken it behind the wall for the night.
By the first group.
Well, and look who is running second place right now. Yep. Well, currently,
he is pushing the ever living Jimmy Reynolds lead. Yeah, but right now that one has gone by. It's going to fluctuate from lap to lap.
well, these guys are running somewhere between 195 and I've seen it go as high as 200. Right there, 201 is what, 202 is the fastest.
Oh, you'll see about maybe 207, 208. You'll see that Talladega. It's a little bit faster.
Yeah, I think the banking plays does play a little bit of factor on the corners. But yeah, we're, like I said, right now 204. I did just see a 205. It was just for a brief second. So, but Jimmy Reynolds currently in first. Rick Seabrand second. Anthony English third. Josh Gathright fourth. Mark Mander rounding out the top 5. That's that first group, and then you've got Bubba Winningham, Paul Servant, Les Levy, Dana Osborne, Alex Gibbon, Russ Hancock, Dusty Burkhart, Andy Strante, Todd Mays, Adam Kildare, Andrew Schroeder, Sean Wilder. It looked like there was a lap vehicle back there. I believe that was Lynn McNeese. No, Lynn's up there. Who was that right there at the back? Another group here of 3 cars. That's Bob Fitzgerald, Sean Wilder, and Tom Dixon. I was trying to see who was right behind Andrew. That is the 61 of Ash's record. Ash is currently 2 laps down.
Yeah, he had that pit road speed check. Unfortunately, it's caught him. It's unfortunate, man. It's got a long way to go, but right now, cars are 1 lap down. So his journey to get to his lap is going to be tough.
Yeah, it will be.
While you were talking about that, they've been swapping up at the front. Trying to decide. At first it was now this time it's Joshua Gathright. They're kind of switching spots up there.
Well, these cars are almost like the Xfinity. They will get hot. a little quicker, I believe. I don't have a lot of experience in the Gen 4 cars. I have run them, but I'm pretty sure because of the airflow there, you see Josh kind of poking his nose out there, maybe to get a little fresh air into that race.
They were running fast. You know, previously swapping. They lost about 5/10 of a second for the second group.
We said
But that time by they came 4/10, so second down. Probably because of the toe of Dean
They said Denny Wilder said the cars are drowning us out. I've adjusted the volume a little bit, so let me know if that makes it any better.
Your chat's just keeping you in line, my friend.
Hey, that's fine. I'm all for it. You guys let me know. I mean, it's all about adjusting. Again, camera angles plays a big part of the noise, so but definitely appreciate everybody out there in chat. Again, I apologize for the no mic snafu that I had a little bit earlier.
Hey, that's related to Sean Wilder. He wants to hear his someone he's rooting for.
Yeah, Sean is currently back here in 17th. He is with this group with him, Bob Fitzgerald, and the 411 of Tom Dixon. I think these guys pitted together, came out together, so.
Right now, that lead group is just pulling away right now. This strategy of swapping, they got it to perfection now. Still about 4 seconds now. This next time by, it should be about 4.2 seconds.
Well, right now, Bubba is 3.8 seconds behind Anthony English, but as you can see, we got some lap cars mixed in with them. The 45 of Michael Pratt is the first car a lap down, and then Doug Johnson just went a lap down. So, but the 56 there, that is, I believe, Mike Edgerton, just trying to hang in there, stay in the draft. He is 3 laps down. Dean Wilkerson and Ash Regner both are 2 laps down. Dean is actually in with that second group with Bubba, Alex, Russ, Andy Brigante, Andrew Schroeder, Adam Kilday. Thank you, Denny. Appreciate you guys keeping me on my toes again. It just depends on the camera angle. What, you know, like I said, how loud these cars get. We're going to get back up to the front. Now we got another swap there. Mark Mann currently running second. Rick Seabrands did drop back to that 4th place spot. Anthony English in 5th. So yeah, they're kind of flip-flopping there, Matt. That was a good catch. I wasn't even noticing that. Just
yeah, so you're probably pretty much the guy who can really control the front. Usually what I would try to do is swap is the leader would actually drop back to the back, and pretty much a 3rd or 4th place guy would come out to the outside lane and catch the leader as he
what we got?
I thought I heard a wrecking, and my spotter went kind of nuts and said wrecking in turn 3.
Well, let's see.
Looks like a checkup.
Oh, Todd Mays got a meatball.
Oh boy.
So I'm not sure what he has dropped to 160 miles an hour. So.
Oh, Adam Kilday almost got into the back of Todd Mays there. Sent him spinning around, and that unfortunately. Oh man, that's That's a tough break. But unfortunately for Adam, he's going to lose the draft now, and Tom Hayes does have to come on in and serve that meatball flag.
Well, he does have 2 fast repairs, so we'll see if he uses that as he is coming down pit road. So
while that's been going on there, partner, the lead is kind of slowly shrinking. Every time they swap, they lose about a tenth, and then they gain it back. They just swapped again.
Yeah, Josh Gathright currently running in second. Rick Seabrand's third. Mark Mann fourth. Anthony English in fifth. Let's go back here. This second group led by Bubba Winningham, Paul Servant, and it's like Les Levy. Or no, that is Lynn McNeese. Lynn McNeese is a lap down. They are slowly gaining time on that lead pack. They're about 3 seconds behind.
I know Paul was like, man, my engine went so high, I'd be pushing the really hard, but right now he's been tracking behind Bubby pretty much this whole entire time.
We are halfway through now, Matt. We're at lap 41 of 80, so we've got half of the race bent green flag so far.
That's the story of these Gen 4 cars. They're a lot of fun. A lot of clean and green racing with these guys. I'm pretty proud of these guys. Hopefully Bubba and Paul would kind of drag these cars up front.
Well, they are trying. Paul Servant was just all over the bumper of Bubba, but kind of backed off. As you see, he's coming back up. That was the 56 you seen coming down pit road, Mike Edgerton.
Oh, with that car that was coming down the pit road, Bubba caught the draft of that. Now they are under 3 seconds. Their lead is now down to about 2.5. They're going to catch him there, buddy.
Yep, they're actually 2.5 behind the leader and almost 2 seconds behind the car in front. So about 2 seconds. They are catching them pretty quick. Unfortunately, it looks like Dean Wilkinson has dropped, took it behind the wall. Oh, here comes the leaders.
That's an interesting strategy.
21 laps, so yeah, we're in that pit window. So
if I was Bubba, Paul Servant, Les Levy, and all them, I would pit next time by.
That's probably what they're going to do.
You got to do what the leaders got to do. Because right now, they're catching that lap car coming up, and they got a little bit of toe with that. No, I would pit. You're catching that big toe. By the time you get to them, you'd be right on pit road. Oh, man. This guy.
Oh.
God.
Oh, that was a 56.
Oh, man. That is really going to hurt Bubba and land there.
Well, yeah, that kind of got them off of that low line, so they can't pit from the high side. They've got to pit from that low line, so Everett Grover out there in chat. Appreciate you guys showing up. How you doing, Everett? Just watching some good green flag racing. Again, tonight's race, Matt, is sponsored by ChevyLand.com. If you're in the market for a new vehicle or pre-owned vehicle, go to ChevyLand.com. Take a look at their inventory. And if you can't make it to Shreveport, Louisiana, hey, let them know. They will deliver. Lynn and Bubba is coming down pit road.
I'm kind of looking where Paul Servant is, and I'm kind of comparing him to the leaders that just came in. Oh, here they come. They made up that ground there.
So, just curious, if you were Bubba, would you have not pitted when you seen that big group, that first group come down?
Bubba did pit.
He finally
Okay.
pitted.
He finally pitted. Now he's definitely going to lose the draft just because that. Oh man, that's going to hurt. But unfortunately, I think poor Tom is back there. Yeah, that's pretty unfortunate. That was just a bad break.
Again, lap car knocking them
Meanwhile-
off of that low line, forced them to go high. Couldn't make the pit, so they had to take an extra lap, which, like you said, that does hurt them. Now Bubba is by himself. Well, I say that Les Levy is right there, so these two guys might be able to hook up. And Jimmy Reynolds is right there too. Of course, Andy Brigante is close, but you don't want to check up too much. There's Joshua out there in chat. But yeah, you don't want to check up too much because you don't want the you don't want the main group to catch you. I mean, they're going to catch you regardless.
Correct.
You just don't want it to be faster. So,
Excuse me.
man,
Yeah,
so
it's-
oh, go ahead.
Yeah, it's just a respect thing. You're a lap down, you know you're going to get a lap down. Just give way to the leaders.
Well, yeah, stay high.
Yeah, stay high. So that kind of really kind of like messed things up. But now that second group, some of those cars that were in that second group have now caught the leaders now. Now instead of a 6-car battle, I think we got a 8-car battle.
Well, Joshua Gathright, Anthony English, Mark Mann, Rick Seabrands, Paul Servant made his way back up to that top 5. Dana Osborne, Dusty Burkhart, Alex Giffen, Bubba Winningham, Les Levy is your top 10 right now. Well, Joshua, so far, buddy, it has been green flag for 48 laps. So, we are doing really, really good. And I'm looking for
Well, meanwhile, while you're looking, I've got actually these couple of lap cars. Doug Johnson in a 38 car and a 45. Just bring up the name here of Michael Pratt. They are in the fighting for the first car a lap down right now. If McCosker would come out, Michael Pratt would get back on the lead lap.
Yep, so Michael Pratt, Douglas Johnson, and Lynn McNeese were all 1 lap down. And then you got Ash Regner and Mike Edgerton both 3 laps down. So, yeah, as long as they're not involved in anything, if there is a caution, Michael will get the lucky dog. And I'm just going to say this, the other two, if they stay out and the leaders do pit, when everybody catches back up to the pack, they will get the waiver round.
Right now, the difference between the first group, top 8, going all the way back to Les Levy, it's 11 seconds now. 3 cars are with, uh-oh.
What we got?
Oh, okay, never mind. They were just talking to each other. Okay, never mind. They were joking with each other.
Okay.
Never mind. I thought there was an incident on the racetrack. I can hear him. You can't.
No, I turned mine off because I don't want any of that information to go out over the air. So but right now, Josh Gathright, Anthony English, Mark Mann, Rick Seabrands, and Paul Servant still your top 5. But you still can't count out Dana Osborne, last week's winner. He is still in the mix.
Yes, he is.
Dusty Burkhart there in 7th, Alex Giffen in 9th. And that was the 61 of Ash Regner, who's currently 3 laps down, but he is just trying to stay up with these guys in hopes to get a lap back.
Yeah, that's a tough tall order.
It is.
Right now, Michael Pratt is just, please wreck. But as we know here, we don't want a caution.
We don't. We want this to go green to checker. Again, back up front, Josh Gathright has led 7 laps. Still out on point. Anthony English right behind him. And then that 45 of Michael Pratt right behind Anthony.
Right now, it's all spread out.
Yeah, Jimmy Reynolds is almost 12 seconds behind Alex Giffen. Of course, you see the 61 there, but it's not showing him on the timing screen as being in that position because he is 3 laps down. Les Levy, you see those guys got back together, though. I kind of seen that happening. Bubba Winningham.
Yeah.
Looks like Jimmy Reynolds, Les Levy, Bubba Winningham, and I guess that's just it. Who's the? Oh, that's Lynn McNeese, and Lynn is a lap down. So,
yeah.
Looking back at this group, you got Bob Fitzgerald, Russ Hancock, Todd Mays, and Tom Dixon. Back in this little group. And let me get back up on Bob. We'll see what the gap, 13-second gap between him and Andy Brigante.
Yeah, I've been watching some of these guys' lines. Joshua Guthrie holds the bottom really well, as compared to Jimmy Reynolds. If you go your camera right back to Jimmy, he's more like almost like a car up from the yellow line, and when he continues to do that, they're going to keep losing more time. Excuse me.
Yep. Now Jimmy actually kind of, well, what's getting them is the wiggle, you know, where they are hitting the apex, but they're dropping down, coming back up, and dropping back down. That scrubs the tires, and that does take away some of your speed. As you can see, he's, you know, in the draft there, he was running 202 mile an hour.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because you're turning the wheel more.
Right.
Which creates more friction, and will slow the car down.
Joshua said, "Tell Mark to get it in gear," but you know so what Matt had pointed out earlier is they were not so much now that they got the lap traffic kind of entwined with them, but they were trading spots. So
Yeah,
Mark, go ahead.
They were trading with Jimmy, which is quite interesting. I think it's because they usually stick their best pushers out front, no doubt. 4-car, Mark Mann, Rick Seabrands, Anthony English, all of them, great pushers, no doubt about it. I've seen it time in, time out. Jimmy, he's okay. He's not. I wouldn't say he's the best, but he's been doing it a very long time. But those guys are phenomenal at pushing, and they can manage their heat and temperatures really well. And that I will give them 100% credit for doing that. So it's all based on talent and just talent alone.
Yep. Well, Josh, to answer your questions, they've been out here about 14 laps. There's one car that's been out here 18. Their pit window is somewhere around the 22, 23 mark. So, yeah, they will have at least one more pit stop. And so far, it's been all green flag. Again, we've had, and I don't even going to say it, but you can read it on the screen.
Yeah.
That's what we've had so far this race. 16 lead changes. So it's been a great race. Overall in all, it's been an amazing race. Good battles, good clean racing.
Right now, this time, next time by, they will be in the window to pit to the end. But there's always that slight little chance, I hate to say the commentator's curse, of the dreaded caution bug.
Well,
You know, overtime, yeah, you don't want that. That would hurt your race.
yeah, Everett's right. They pitted about 42 to 44 on lap 22, lap 44. And they definitely have one more pit stop that they have to make. I don't think there's any way they can make it to the end of the race with 20 to go after being out here, 16 laps. We're going to go ahead and run through our field. Joshua Gath right in first, Anthony English second, Mark Mann in third, Rick Seabrand's right there in fourth, Paul Servant fifth, Dana Osborne sixth, Dusty Burkhart seventh, Alex Giffen there in eighth, Jimmy Reynolds ninth, Les Levy 10th, Bubba Winningham 11th, Andrew Schroeder 12th, Adam Kilday 13th, Sean Wilder right now in 14th. So he's kind of stayed where he started at. So Andy Brigante 15th, Russ Hancock 16th, Todd May 17th, Tom Dixon 18th, Bob Fitzgerald running 19th, Michael Pratt, our first car a lap down in 21st as we see them guys coming down pit road.
Here they come. Oh, that was a little bit sketchy. They had the lap car coming. That was brilliant move by Michael Pratt. Stay with the lead cars in case the caution comes out. You'll be the first car lap down. That is really a heads-on call. Real good job.
So I'm sitting here looking. Jimmy Reynolds in second. Alex Giffen has taken the lead.
Joshua told me hush. I ain't gonna hush.
Jimmy Reynolds is actually 12 seconds behind Alex, but Alex hasn't pitted, so I would assume he would be pitting here pretty soon.
Something happened with Dina Osborne. Oh, he had a miscue coming on pit road.
Uh-oh. Was that him that went through? I seen a green car.
He went right through the grass.
In the grass.
Yep, that is an unsafe pit entry, and if it does, that is really going to hurt his race. He was running inside the top 10, and now he's going to fall all the way back to standings. Tough break for Dana, our winner last week.
You see on Doug Johnson right now, he is actually the first car now a lap down, running in 11th. Alex Giffen is still out front. Of course, he's got help with the lap traffic of Doug Johnson. It looks like Ash Regner and the who is that? Is that I believe that is Mr. Bob Fitzgerald in the 08. And here comes Alex. You see him coming down pit road. So that's going to let Jimmy Reynolds, as they're coming out of, they're pitting. So yeah, they were right there at that pit window as well.
Well, right now we got a 4-car battle for the win right now. It's all come down to 4 cars. And if I look in Discord, I'm quite curious if they are all together.
Well, Alex Gibbons.
Yes, they are. All 4 of them in the same Discord chat together. That is quite interesting. Trying to decide who's going to win this race.
Yeah, Josh Gathright, Anthony English, Mark Mann, Rick Seabrands, Jimmy Reynolds, all in the same. And that does actually give Josh Gathright the lead.
Brian, don't start the final countdown thing again.
Folks, we are at 17 to go as they come to the line. It'll be 16 to go. Josh Gathright, Anthony English, Mark Mann, Rick Seabrands, all right here together. And I think out of all of them, so I know Anthony's won a race. Mark, I don't think has won a race this season. We know Rick has, so
yeah,
they may decide to push Josh to the victory. Let him get that first win of the season.
You never know. They may gang up on him. You never know with those guys.
Well, they're all in the same race room, so I don't see that happening.
Yeah, that's true. They might fight for fun. Come on, guys. I want to see you guys fight for it. I don't want to see no. Oh, okay. Well, 89 cars like running up front. We're just gonna let him win. Heck no! I want to see a fight. Wouldn't you?
Well, I'd like to see a good hard race, but you never know the mentality of teammates.
Yeah, I know. But I still like to fight for them, even though they're teammates. We see it all the time in the real world.
True, we do. It's all about getting that W. As you see the leaders right now coming up on some traffic. 14 to go now, folks. We are winding it down. It's been a great race so far. Green flag. What we like to see is you see the 56 finally getting up to that high side and letting the leaders get by.
And I'm kind of interested to see what these lap cars do. Give way or just stay where they're at.
Well,
they
I mean,
are going to play a factor here.
These cars are coming up on Tom Dixon, Russ Hancock, and Todd Mays are the only two a lap down. Tom Dixon, though, is on the lead lap. Well, was.
He's got a. Well, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. Go ahead.
But no, I mean, what I was going to say is Tom really didn't have to give way.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I really do. I really do. Yeah, yes and no. I would say you're probably in the right there, but trying to fight to stay on the lead lap, yes, yeah. I agree with that. But right now, I was kind of looking to see where Michael Pratt was. He did pit with the leaders, which was a very smart move. But unfortunately, that last pit stop really hurt him. I don't know if he took 4 tires. I know it was a great strategy call to stay with them. But unfortunately, he's lost the pack now.
Well, he is back here with the 17 of Jimmy Reynolds, 62 of Leslie, or 84 of Lynn McNeese, and the 08 of Bob Fitzgerald. And Jimmy is pushing, trying to get him up there. So Michael is still a lap down. But I'm going to get back up here on the leaders. You see that lap traffic, Tom Dixon, Russ Hancock, and Todd Mays staying with that lead group. We are at 11 to go now, so
I wonder if Tom Dixon and Russ Hancock and all them, Todd Mays, are going to play a factor role. Possibly. Maybe Rick will kind of sneak in their help. You know what I mean?
I
Like
don't think the
John
lap
Woodruff.
cars would really get involved on the last lap. I mean, they're not racing for the win.
I've seen it before. Teammates helping teammates, but maybe just out of prosperity, just to, you know. So yeah, I help that guy to the win. You know, kind of a little confidence level thing.
It could be. It very well could be, but like I said, when you got these 4 guys that's in the top 4 right now, all in the same room and working together, I don't know. We'll just have to. We are at 10 to go, so we'll see what plays out.
What are you guys talking about in the chat there?
They're talking about Notre Dame and Ohio State.
Josh, I am the dot of the I in Ohio State, so eat it. They're going to win it all. That's just too bad.
We're sitting here focusing on the leaders, Matt, and Mark Mann is trying to get up there close to Anthony English. You see Joshua Gathright running right on that yellow line. That could be a little bit dangerous. Of course, our track temperatures aren't real high. 79-degree track temperature right now, so track temperature's really in good shape.
Oh, yeah, it's not even a factor. Just kind of looking around because it's actually really awfully quiet, except for the guys up front. Yeah, so interested to see what's going to happen.
Well, I'm not a mind reader, so, and
Yeah.
again, I'm not, I don't have any type of chat enabled or anything like that, so I do that for a reason.
For the broadcast purposes.
Exactly, so.
So you don't overtalk yourself. Because a lot of times you might say something, you know, kind of, oh yeah, that guy's pitting, you know.
Exactly, so. These guys are winding it down, coming through the tri-oval now. We're going to be at 7 to go, crossing the line here. Again, I'm with you, Matt. I'm kind of curious to see what this top 4 does.
Oh,
Are we going to see Mark Mann and Rick Seabridge jump to the outside and try to get around Anthony English and Josh Gathright? Or are we going to see them all just be content where they're at and push Josh to the finish and to his first win of the season?
If we're going to have a caution, it's going to be right back here between the 85 to 48. 91 is, I think that's Sean Wilder right there. And Andy Brigante and all them. They are racing over here for the, looks like the 9th spot here. They have caught up to this group. They were back about at least about 5 seconds, and they caught back up to them. That was really good pushing by the 85 of Adam Kilday there. They may catch him. See what I mean?
Yeah. That was Les Levy getting a little bit loose.
Because they've been pushing really hard. They've been fighting a little bit more intense back here. It's been something.
We are at 6 to go right now. Keep an eye on that for me, Matt. I'm going to get back up here to the front as Josh Gathright is coming through, leading them through the tri-oval. Anthony English in second, Mark Mann third, Rick Seabrands in fourth. We are 5 to go. Mark Mann kind of getting a little bit, I don't want to say loose, but he was shifting side to side there pretty hard, but was able to keep it in line. As we're coming back to the stripe for 4 to go here. Josh Gathright, Anthony English, Mark Mann, Rick Seabrands, our top 4. Alex Giffen leading this next group in 5th. Paul Servant, Dusty Burkhart, Jimmy Reynolds, Andrew Schroeder. They're still battling back here in the back.
I've still got my eye on it. It's actually pretty tense, actually. It's actually a pretty good race.
Keep an eye on that as we see Russ Hancock to the outside there, but I believe Russ is a lap down with the 54. Todd Mays with him on that outside line. Ooh, Josh Gathright going a little bit high there. Guess trying to maybe steal the wind off of them to keep them slowed down, but Russ Hancock and Todd Mays there are trying to make a run, trying to get their lap back the hard way. Now, I don't know, just me, I don't know if I was a lap down, if I'd be running the leaders like that, but
Nah, oh, we got a wreck.
uh-oh.
There is a big one. Oh, there they go. No caution.
We are at 2 to go.
Remember what I told you?
Yep.
It happened right there.
Still no caution out. We are still green, folks.
Yep, because in their rule book, it is
iRacing cautions only.
Yep.
Well, here we go. Mark Mann going out to that middle line. Rick Seabrand's right there with him.
Look, those 2 cars. I'm watching Mark Mann and that 4 car back there.
1 to go.
They are trying to get around those lap cars there. It's
Gonna go 3 wide.
They would give way to those leaders.
They're not. They're racing them
straight up the middle.
Mark Mann, Rick Seabrands. Oh my goodness! I was wondering. I was wondering. I had actually said I wonder if we're gonna see Mark and Rick go to that mid line. Here we go, folks, coming through. Coming to the line. Oh, we're wrecking. That was the leaders wrecking each other.
I think Gathright did take the checker still.
Yep, that's
Gathright
what I'm
got the W.
seeing right now. We're going to go back. Let's go back here. I got Josh Gathright, Anthony English, and Mark Mann. We're going to rewind this here real quick, folks, so I can get to the start-finish line. And I believe I have, let's go to the chase view. And we're going to get up here on Mr. Gathright. We'll back this off just a little bit so we can see. You can see right there is Mark Mann and Rick Seabrands pushing through the middle. Anthony is trying to push Josh Gathright there. And I think we had a little bit of door in, got him loose. And we are coming to the line. Oh, up into Mark, into the wall. Yep, right there. Josh Gathright does get that first place, that win. Anthony English by a nose. Anthony in second, and then we're going to get back over here. course, Mark and Rick. Mark takes third place there sideways and in the air. So, what a finish. I mean, I don't think that was the finish them guys wanted, but we're going to get our top 3 up here in just a minute, folks. And we're going to get this back here, try to get on these where they're not wrecking. All right, guys, we'll be right back. Hang tight. We'll get the top 3 up to the booth. Okay, already got them down there.
Raced us.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, what are y'all doing? Y'all
I
are
do-
just
I don't know how I
crazy.
got that.
Well, Josh, it still deserved. You still got the W though.
You
That was a
That was
I-
nice
lappers
little.
what they were doing.
I'm watching
Weird
the
little
replay
finish.
right now. I don't
Yeah,
know what
that-
the hell happened.
Yeah, you kind of barely went across the line there. That was quite weird. I think Mark would have got second there. Hi, Mark.
I thought I swear I watched Anthony drive right past me.
No,
Like,
you
I was
there
watching
was
it,
you
and I thought
actually-
Anthony just
Past
drove
us.
past me.
You actually got him by a nose, Josh.
That's wild. I'm
So-
going into 3 on the replay.
All right, you guys ready?
Yes,
sir.
All right. All right, folks, we are back. We have caught up with our top 3. We're going to start with our third place finisher tonight, Mr. Mark Mann. Mark, man, what a freaking finish for you guys.
Yeah, it was fun.
That was insane. Good race overall. I mean, green to checker. Man, let's talk about the race. How'd it feel out there to you? How'd these cars react?
They were just, I don't know. I didn't like it. The cars were very drifty. When the tires fell off, they were really pushing up in the turns, and and the pit stops. Once we hit those pit stops, everyone kind of got off cycle, and it really separated the field. And then it was settled right with the 4 of us there at the end. A few lap cars mixed in there, but it wasn't the most exciting race. But I mean, sometimes people will say, green flag throughout's a wonderful race, but sometimes I like a caution or two. Kind of breaks things up. But no, I had a good time overall.
Well, the green flag pit stops did open you guys up a little bit. There was a couple of different groups going, but let's talk about the pit entrances. I seen there was some issues. A few people had some issues. A little bit slick going into pit road.
Yes, very, very, very slick. So you kind of had to get on the brake as soon as you entered pit road there, and yeah, it was a little slick getting out too. You just had to be very ginger with it, and if you did and stayed with your group, you were pretty good. But yeah, I think that's where everything kind of got separated. There was the, of course, it was the pit stops.
Well, awesome job tonight, buddy. Matt, you got anything for Mark?
No,
Yeah,
no. Hey, buddy. It's that is a great job, but it was a good plan by you and Rick. I guess you're kind of like secretly talking to us
Well,
because you guys were in the same Discord together. It was
we
like
were.
it was kind of hard to make that move with those lappers there, but
It was. But
it
we
was.
Yeah,
But-
we wanted the pit early to avoid, because we knew it would potentially be calamity if we pit on the same lap, that first pit, with
Mhm.
everybody else. So we just wanted to increase our odds of getting on and off pit road a little bit safer. So we just wanted to pit with the fuel, and the fuel strategy said that would be okay. So
Yeah.
it was 3 stops no matter what. So
I keep saying it every week in Area 51 broadcast, and I keep saying it here. To win races, you got to have flawless pit stops, and all 4 of you guys in the same Discords have flawless pit stops, and it proved it right there. You separated yourself from the field. Phenomenal job. Nice job there,
man.
Mark.
thanks, buddy.
It's not a problem there, man.
We miss you.
Eh.
That's
I,
true.
I'm in retirement right now,
A
so
man who was always in the mix at the end
He was.
and quit on
that
top,
that's okay.
retired on top.
I'm retired, so
Okay.
it is what it is.
All
Yeah.
right.
Anyway, as you would say, did you give him a thanks for sponsors and shout outs yet?
Oh well, you want me to shout out?
Yeah,
Shout
go
out.
for it.
Yeah, well,
How
I'll
about it?
shout you guys out
I'll let
first.
you have the floor. How about that?
Thanks, Matt. I'll
You're
shout you guys
welcome.
out at MaxspeedTV as always, and the great jobs that you guys do over here on Sunday and Saturdays, and Checker Flag and David and Bubba for putting this on, and keeping this alive, giving us a place to race. It's appreciated more than they really know. I mean, it's been wonderful, and everybody raced with tonight, and everybody watching at home, and Meryl's probably in bed now.
Yeah, I didn't see her out in chat tonight.
Oh, she was watching.
Oh,
She
okay.
probably went to sleep though.
All right, buddy.
Alrighty, Mark.
All right, bro.
Well, good third place finish there, man. I don't look up. I don't have the schedule on me. That is your job, Steven. But that was a nice finish there, my man. Great job here tonight, and we'll see you next week.
We'll see you, brother.
See you, man. Take care.
All right, buddy.
Bye.
Fuck you later, Matt. All right, so that is going to bring us to our second place finisher tonight, Mr. Anthony English. We'll get him up here. Oh, as soon as I can get my Discord to work just fine. Anthony, man, awesome job tonight, buddy. A little bit of issues there at the last. Let's talk about that last lap. Those lap cars decided they wanted to try to race you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I don't put it past anybody racing, but they rode behind us for 10, 12 laps, and then like 3 to go, they decided to start racing. So, I mean, I know they're racing for position too, so we kind of just got to deal with it. It was a little bit of a bummer, but it is what it is. We still got a good finish, got second out of it. And then it looked like Josh and Mark netcoded a little bit when we came out of turn 4. And then once it shot Josh down and he started coming back up, it just, even though I was hooked to his bumper full speed, it just hooked him up into everybody. So still glad that, he got the win. Me, Mark, and Rick all got top 4s and stuff. We were running in the same channel. So good team effort, good team win.
Well, that's what we were talking about. We were trying to figure out, you guys were in the same Discord, same team channel, and we were speculating. Are they going to push Josh to the win, or is Mark and Rick going to try to come into the out of that last lap, out of that last corner, maybe jump to the outside and try to sneak by you guys? But I was like, hey, they're teammates. I don't really see them. Trying to do something to mess up the race, but the lap traffic did end up playing a part in all of that. But man, you started 7th, finished 2nd, green flag to checkered, which I don't know if we've had one of those this season, but it was an awesome race to watch.
Yeah, it was definitely fun. I mean, I love the Gen 4 cars. Anytime we get in these, we always have a blast. They're fun to push in and stuff. They were a little bit, I wouldn't say hard to handle tonight, but they were a little like on the lots of play in it, if you catch what I mean. Like it didn't feel as tight and snug as it normally does. It felt a little wishy-washy. So we ended up deciding to take that first pit and cut it down really early because we pit like 3 or 4 laps before everybody else on that first stop, just to see if we could get out quick without all the other traffic and stuff, and pull away. And I kind of, in the end, it ended up getting us in the position where we pretty much just stayed up front the whole time, kept rotating through pushing and stuff, trying to just keep in front of everybody, and save our stuff for the end, and it worked out.
Now, that was one thing I asked Mark, and I'm going to ask you the same thing. Pit road entrance, pit road exit. Looked like we did see some issues going into pit road, but not so much coming out. I'm assuming it was pretty slick down there on that area coming into pit road?
Oh, this damn car didn't want to stop. Like every pit stop I did tonight, I was roasting the front rights off, just trying to get it wound up. I mean, I always brake later than what I probably should when it comes to pitting and everything, and even trying to baby it in, it's just like you couldn't avoid the right front lockup and stuff. So it was definitely tough. We all did pretty good. It was everybody around us that kept having issues.
Well, I did notice several guys. There was one incident where somebody got an unsafe pit interest. I guess they locked it up and slid right out into the grass. So, but you guys seem to, and that's what Matt was saying was, it was pit strategy was important here in these cars, being perfect on your pit stops, hitting your pit box and everything. And you four guys, Joshua, Mark, and Rick, and you, done an amazing job about hitting your pit boxes like you were supposed to.
Yeah, I mean that's what you got to do on green flag runs, and any way that you can either a flip the field or b just have a good stop without having to deal with everybody else is always bonus, and that's why we ended up taking that early pit strategy. Is just there was just a lot of cars out there. These cars didn't want to stop very well, so we didn't want to have to pit with 10, 12, other people. So we decided to break our pit strategy up compared to everybody else and just get in and get out quick. And I think that's what, like I said earlier, I think that's what pretty much kept us up front and then kept us together because we were off sequence with everybody else, so we didn't really have to deal with pitting with a lot of people.
Right.
So it gave us the ability to get in together quick and get out together quick, get back hooked up, and get the line back rolling and stuff.
Well, man, awesome job. Started seventh, finished second. Good points night for you. That's probably going to bump you up there in the standings a little bit more. But man, awesome job. I'm going to turn the mic over to you. Any final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give?
Oh, thank you, man. Big shout out to you at MaxspeedTV. You've been doing a tremendous job this season. And we love it. We hope you stick around and stuff because you've been doing phenomenal, man. Um, and then Josh for winning. All the admins, everything they do, David O, Len, Bubba, Russell, and all them. They, like I said before, they've made this league real fun and a blast to run in now and stuff. So, big shout out to them. Hats off to them. Buttkicker, who's come on, they do the sponsoring for here now as well, which is pretty awesome. So big shout out to Buttkicker and everything they do for this league and other leagues. And then definitely the race team, me, Mark, Rick, Jimmy Reynolds, and Josh. We came in with a plan, and most of us executed. Jimmy deserved a little bit better finish than what he ended up getting. He ended up being a little slow on one of those final stops, but yeah, we stuck to our game plan, did what we needed to do, and then we don't have two even rules when it comes to the end. Like 2 to 3 to go, it's everybody have at it. So
Yeah.
Mark and Rick were trying, and they've had a damn good run until all that stuff happened. But good finish to Mark, good finish to Rick. Congrats again to Josh for the win. Good top four for all of us and everything. So big shout out to them guys. They're a blast to run with too. So it's always fun. And then a big shout out to Rachel and her family and everything. We lost a really great person last night. He passed away in his sleep in the hospital, and we've been dealing with a lot of stuff since after the race last night and today, with him going on and stuff. But big shout out to Timothy Volk and his family and everything. It's been a tough time with losing him and everything, and all my family and friends that watch, and also my beautiful girlfriend Rachel, who is his executor state person and medical proxy, and she's been dealing with quite a bit the last 2 days, and just my my heart goes out to her especially, and the rest of the family.
Absolutely, and you can tell them from all of us here at MaxspeedTV, you and your family, your guys are all in our thoughts and prayers, buddy.
Thank you much. It means a lot. He's been struggling the last few years and stuff, and he went to the hospital yesterday morning and just thought he was having a cold, and it was a lot of fluid built up around his heart and stuff like that. And after the race last night, or like not too long after you guys interviewed me after last night's race, uh, Rachel got the call from the hospital to come see him and everything, and because it's probably last time. So we ended up going to the hospital. We were at the hospital till like 2 a.m. Got back home, and it wasn't more than like an hour and a half later, the hospital called us and told us he passed away in his sleep. So at least he passed away in his sleep. You're not feeling the pain or anything anymore. He's in a better place, and you know, life goes on.
Yeah. Well, again, man, we are, like I said, we're thinking about you guys. We'll be praying. Just take your time, dude. But congratulations. Go celebrate and take care of what you got to take care of, brother.
Thank you, Steven.
All right, buddy. We'll see you
later.
All right, so that's going to bring us to our winner tonight. Got him up here into the broadcast booth. Josh Gathright, buddy. Man, what can I say? Awesome job tonight. Good run. Wild finish. Man, let's talk about that last lap. I mean, we were talking about the lap traffic. Get involved right there with a lap to go. Was you kind of surprised with that?
Yeah. Honestly, I think that's the only reason I'm here. I think I used Russ and the 56 as well to kind of to my advantage, I guess. And I knew Anthony was pushing me, and I knew that Mark and Rick were behind us because me, Mark, Rick, Anthony, and Jimmy Seabrings, Jimmy Reynolds, were all working as a group. We were all in the same Discord working together, and plan was going well. Last few laps, those lap cars decided they were going to get involved, and they have every right to do that, and that worked to my benefit. Should they? I don't know. Depends who you ask, but it worked out for me. Mark and Rick pushed that middle lane. They decided they weren't going to wait, and they pushed it, and it was awesome. Good for them. And honestly, I net coded off of Mark, and then spun myself across Anthony's nose, and still somehow got a win. So I shouldn't be here.
well,
but I am.
Well, it's like Anthony told me last night, buddy. A win is a win, don't matter how you get it. But green flag run. Green to checker. I think we had another little wreck back in the backpack, but the rules, was iRacing cautions with 5 to go. So
5 to go, yep.
iRacing deemed it not a cautionable offense. So, green to checkered run tonight. Trying to see. Let me see. I think you started. Where'd you start at tonight?
17th, I believe.
Started 17th and up into first place. Pit stops was key tonight. I know you guys pitted early there as a group. Matt said it the best. You have to be perfect on super speedway pit stops. You 4 guys was absolutely phenomenal tonight. Let's talk about that. Your pit strategy without getting too in depth. You guys were all in the same room, so I'm sure you guys were talking pit strategy the whole time.
Yeah, so in this 4th gen car, you build up a lot of momentum really quick, so you can easily lap or easily get by people if you short pit. So we chose to pit early as a group, and the only reason Jimmy wasn't with us is because I think he blew through his box on one of the stops.
Oh,
so that's the only reason Jimmy wasn't with us. He probably would have won the damn thing if he didn't make that mistake. But you're right, mistakes will bite you in the ass, and it is what it is, and that's why us 4 decided the first time. I think it was either Rick or Mark that decided to call just the early pit the first time, and then we were set on that schedule the entire race. But every single time we pit, it built more of an advantage. So it just kept building on itself, and it pays out here. We finished top 4 as a group. So.
Yeah, y'all finished first through 4th. So
Yeah.
It was an awesome run. Of course, you know, like I said, the lap traffic was right there with you guys. I'm actually surprised that they did what they did, try to run you guys the last couple of laps after hanging with y'all and right behind you guys for, I think it was like 10 laps. And but you know, just me as a racer, I don't think I could have done that. I probably would have been content to be right behind you guys and just finish the race. But
I agree. I probably would have just stayed back there and let him race. But and I hate that for Mark and I hate that for Rick because honestly, I figured Anthony was gonna. We were talking about this the whole run. I was like, Anthony's gonna kill me and take the win. The whole run, I was saying that, and
Well,
he didn't, man. He stayed loyal. He pushed me, and the only reason I wrecked is because I think I might have come back up. I don't know, but I'm grateful, and I didn't earn this win. I just got lucky, and that's where we are. So.
well, now
Well-
this is. I'm sorry, Matt. Let me ask this one thing, and I'll turn the mic over to you. This is your first win of the season, correct?
Correct.
Well, awesome job, buddy. Matt, mic's yours, bud.
Well,
Thank you.
going back to what Steven was talking about, actually, those lap cars really benefited you
100%.
because you know there's
Nobody
no
but me.
way. Yeah, because they were pretty much guarding your outside, like, oh, gotta stay right there. We're good. So you know what I mean. Then all of a sudden, you see the 3 wide situation. You're like, uh-oh. What was going through your mind when you see the 3 wide?
They
I'm quite curious.
So Anthony, we were all talking about it, and we were all kind of shocked that they were racing us.
Uh-huh.
And I think Anthony said, "Stick it 3 wide, screw it." And then as soon as I hear that, I look in the mirror, and here comes Mark and Rick. And I'm like, "Oh God, here we go." So I just tried to tuck to the bottom as much as I could.
Mhm.
And honestly, I think if it weren't for the net code,
Right.
Mark and Rick would have passed me. No, like
Right.
hands down. If it weren't for the net code, Mark and Rick would have won. Or
Right.
Mark would have won, Rick would have got second. But it net coded me. I tried to recover. I drop. I save it kind of like right in the yellow line, and then after that I just spun off Anthony's nose and was hanging on, and I thought Anthony passed me. I was like, oh God, well I got second at least, whatever, and because I thought English passed me, but I guess it was the 411, a lapper that passed me, and I just barely got Anthony by a nose. So
Yeah.
so,
I was.
yeah.
So I was watching the replay. It was more like a I don't want to lift situation for Anthony. You know, if he felt like if he
Well, he shouldn't. If I were Anthony, I wouldn't lift. I told him, I was like, bro, like it's we all talked about it like 3 laps to go. It's every man for himself and send it. So we all understand that.
yeah that
Oh.
I call that a racing deal. Really, realistically.
100%. Yeah.
So-
If anything, it was my fault because I didn't get off the track completely. I should have given him more room. So that's
Well,
why I think I left myself.
You
in-
held your
in the
line where
first.
you were. You held your line
Yeah.
where you were. You
I
were
was
just fine.
trying.
But other than that, congratulations, my friend. I know I've talked with you on the track before, but I never seen you get a win. I think this is my first time seeing you get a win.
Yeah.
In the famous '89 car that I'm used to running every Tuesday. He's like the greatest that I've seen ever drive a car. And now, oh, he's really good. His car '89. That's why I'm so used to it. So, awesome job. I'm going to turn the mic over to you. Any special thanks and shout outs that you would like to do out there, my friend?
Well, I mean, just thank you to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and Rachel and Anthony. I hope you get through this, man. I know it's hard. It sucks. I can't even imagine what it feels like, but I pray for you, and I really, really, really hope you guys get through this on the backside. So, prayers.
All right. Well, Josh, man, congratulations. Go celebrate. And, well, we've got, looks like, I'm looking here, looks like we got Talladega next week in the Gen 4. You gonna try to give them something there, too?
I do believe I leave on the 17th, so I won't be here. I'll be at work. So I'll
okay.
be gone, but I'm sure Anthony or Rick or Mark or Jimmy will come through and clean house.
All right. All right, buddy. Well, be safe. Congratulations. Go celebrate your victory tonight, and we'll see you when you get back.
All right. Much love, guys. Thank you.
See you, bud.
Bye.
All right, so that was our race winner, Josh Gathright tonight. Won by a nose over Anthony English. So awesome job, Matt. Man, what it was, for us, it was a great race going green to checker. I'm kind of looking at chat here, kind of got a little behind. Josh, yeah, 411 was Tom Dixon. Him and Russ Hancock both were a lap down, and I believe Todd Mays was in that group as well. But yeah, they were a lap down. Again, it's hard to say what I would do in their situation. But if it was me, I probably would have just kind of laid back and let them guys do what they were going to do. But that's just me.
Yeah, for me, I've been in that position before, but not close to the start finish line. But I know what it feels like to get wrecked at the line and not take the win. That's the kicker there. But he got wrecked, but he still got the win. That's the most important thing. It's tooth and nail, and in the end, it's just racing. It's going to happen.
Yeah, it is, especially with Super Speedway. Everybody is really vying for position and trying to get that win on the season. So, well, Matt, we're going to go ahead and jump into our unofficial results. Of course, this is pending any admin stuff. I know David O is taking care of some stuff. So I'm sure him and Bubba are going to get together at some point and make sure everything is official. But right now, of course, our winner tonight, let me get this off of here, Mr. Josh Gathright. Congratulations to him. Anthony English coming in second, Mark Mann third, and Rick Seabrand's fourth. All them guys running in the same Discord channel. Alex Giffen coming in fifth, Dusty Burkhart sixth, Paul Servant started pole, finishing seventh. Of course, Jimmy Reynolds, was right up there, finished eighth. Adam Kilday ninth, Andrew Schroeder 10th. Les Levy coming in 11th, Andy Brigante 12th, Sean Wilder 13th, Bubba Winningham 14th, Tom Dixon 15th, Russ Hancock 16th, Todd Mays 17th. Dana Osborne, last week's winner, didn't have the race that he wanted tonight, but he finished a lap down in 18th. Doug Johnson 19th, Bob Fitzgerald 20th. Lynn McNeese, glad to see him back out on the track, finishing 21st. Michael Pratt 22nd. Ash Regner 23rd. Mike Edgerton 24th. Dean Wilkinson finishing 25th. Robert Thorns 26th. John Guerrera didn't start, but he was here finishing 27th. So congratulations to everybody tonight. Of course, again, our winner tonight is Mr. Josh Gathright, but do want to give, again, our thoughts and prayers to Anthony English and his family for their loss, and definitely, just take your time, buddy, and, take care of what you got to take care of, and but our hearts go out to you and your family, Anthony, and our thoughts and prayers are with you guys. So, Matt, that's going to do it for us tonight, buddy. I appreciate you coming up and helping me out. It was an awesome time, awesome race, and of course, next week we are at Talladega in the Gen 4s again. So, and after next week's race, we will get into round one of the playoffs. So, but, man, I do appreciate you coming up and helping me.
Oh, yeah. Not a problem. I'm just happy to do it.
So, again, we want to give a shout-out again to Checker Flag Motorsports, David O., for sponsoring tonight's race at Chevyland.com 200. But that's going to do it for us tonight. Appreciate everybody out there in chat that joined us tonight. Thanks for everybody showing up and being, and engaging. And Again, apologize for the little snafu at the beginning where we wasn't actually out on the broadcast, but thanks to my broadcast partner Matt there, he kept me in line. So, but again, Matt, appreciate you, buddy. Big shout out again to our winner Josh Gathright, and that's going to do it for us to here tonight at MaxspeedTV. Don't forget, Maxspeed will be live, I believe Tuesday, a Downforce Racing Series. I don't have the schedule up on that, but Joshua Medlock will be bringing you all the action on Tuesday night for Downforce. I believe we're actually at Kansas in the trucks on Tuesday night. So until then, everybody have a good night. Stay safe. God bless. We'll see you next week.